Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Ryan, and today in this video I'll be doing episode 2 of my The More You Know series for Call of Duty Zombies. And in this series, guys, I'll be covering two very crucial pieces of the puzzle in Die Riese. This includes the fly trap and also the pack-a-punch machine chamber. So, anyways guys, leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, leave a comment with your feedback, and also what you guys want me to cover in the future. And also guys, make sure to subscribe for the latest and the greatest Black Ops 3 Zombies videos. Anyways guys, let's get started with episode 2. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to talk about, there's one of two ideas today. And the first thing will be the pack-a-punch machine housing in the main room of Die Riese. And then second of all, I'll talk about the infamous fly trap. So the first thing guys I want to talk about is the pack-a-punch machine housing in the spawn room. Now guys, keep in mind that the real story about Die Riese is they're actually developing wonder weapons, or Wunderwaffe as the Germans would say, but they were developing a lot of high technology new devices that could possibly be very decisive for the war. Die Glock was one of them, and that actually means the bell in German. Now the cool thing is guys, is that the bell, or Die Glock, is actually the pack-a-punch machine housing. Now what Die Glock is guys, it's a bell-shaped object about 9 feet wide and 15 feet tall. Within it were two rotating cylinders filled with a mysterious compound known as Serum 525. So inside guys, basically take two cups and put them inside of each other and then turn them counterclockwise. So spin them in opposite directions. And that's basically guys the concept of this, this bell item. When the device was activated, a curious blue glow could be seen and a loud buzz would be heard. Massive amounts of quantities of electricity were fed into the bell from enormous truck cables dropping into it from above. This comes up again in a discussion of a structure known as the henge, or specifically a large vent supposedly located by researchers Nick Cook and Igor Witkowski. That will be covered later. That's what the guy is basically what the post says. But this henge thing is actually the fly trap, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But what I'm talking about is this bell is this Wunderwaffe, this wonder weapon thing that was very decisive to the war, as Hitler put it. I mean, he thought that Die Glock was very decisive towards the war. Now, no one really knows what happened to this item. A lot of people speculate it's in the ocean, or the Soviets took it, or it's in a mine shaft, because Project Riese actually had 7 mines that were unfinished that were actually used for storage of, weapons and ammunition and stuff like that. So, there's a lot of hidden, caverns and tunnels and stuff that were actually used to hide some of the projects that were made at Die Riese. Now, what's really cool about this is if you guys actually go into the spawn room, you guys will see all the huge cables from the top of it feeding down and feeding off into somewhere. So this guys is actually the bell, and the reason why it's also I'm going to say it's the bell is because it's got its own platform. In the picture, there's only a couple pictures known to exist of this item, but in the picture guys, it actually has its own ladder to get up to it and a big 10-foot housing that you actually drop it into. And it's actually above ground, so it's like an above ground pool. So the pool would be, the Die Glock or the bell, and it's sitting on that platform above ground. So guys, this is the real life Wunderwaffe or wonder weapon of this, anti-gravity device known as Die Glock. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people just think that it's just, a teleporter with, they put the pack-a-punch inside of it. But with all this evidence, it's very clear to me that this was actually based on the wonder weapon known as Die Glock from, the secret German Die Riese project. Another cool thing that they say about this is that when it was actually activated, there was a large amount of radiation coming from this, as well as when these tests were, performed, crystals would form in your tissues with fluids gelling and separating, so your blood would basically gel and separate. And this, guys, also leads me to believe that there was some kind of, work done on humans. So is this possibly actually where they were testing zombies or superhumans in real life during World War II? That's just another thing to think about, as there's really no other proof besides that one statement. So the next thing I want to talk about quickly is the fly trap, or as it's otherly known, is the henge. Now, not much is known about this, but people do either believe that it was a cooling tower for Die Glock, which is kind of why in the map they're very close together. But some people also think that it was actually used for testing of a vertical anti-gravity takeoff. So when you guys actually shoot the red button with your pack-a-punch machine gun, you will see that there are some objects that start to spin and basically just float upwards and fly away. This is leading to believe that in the game they're actually referencing the testing of anti-gravity and, you know, vertical takeoff propulsion systems. So that is pretty cool how much information and how much his history basically went into this map. But I honestly think it's more cool just to learn about this, you know, secret Nazi stuff, even though learning about the Nazi stuff is usually pretty, it's pretty weird. People don't like to talk about it. But they really did have some very ingenious things, honestly. So what it is really cool, though, is that, you know, this henge thing was possibly used as, you know, some kind of offspring with Die Glock to use the energy produced from Die Glock to work on anti-gravity, basically, you know, 70 years ago. So to me, guys, that's just cool because I'm kind of a science nerd. I love science. And knowing about this is just, I think that's a really cool thing on Treyarch's part to incorporate so much history and so much of a secret project into the game itself. So anyways, guys, that is a quick video on The More You Know of Die Riese. This is episode 2. Not much really is known besides that. It's pretty secret projects. I'm sorry about that, guys, but I'm trying to explain it the best I can with the information given. Please, guys, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to leave a like to support the video. Leave a comment with your feedback and other maps or characters you guys want to see broken down in The More You Know. And make sure to subscribe before you guys leave for the latest and the greatest Call of Duty Zombies videos. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. My name is Ryan, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.